Hi there. So welcome to Telma's podcast. How are
Uh,
you today?
I'm good. How are you doing too?
I have been great, thank you. So you are Ghanaian, right? And you are a
Yeah,
teacher
I'm good.
and you live in
Yeah,
Turkey. So let's go
I
back to
live
the
in Turkey.
beginning. When did you start your teaching career?
Okay, so I started my teaching career since I came to Turkey because
Junior, you
when
here?
I came, I had to study the language. Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you? Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you.
I
Can you hear
can.
me?
I don't know why it stopped. All right. So when did you start your teaching
Really?
career?
Yeah, so I started my teaching career was I was studying in Turkey. So I came to Turkey within 2018. So when I came to Turkey, then I studied the language for 1 year because before you start the university, you need to study the language for 1 year. So after the language, I studied English language and literature. And so whilst I was studying, that's when I started teaching. So like as a part-time job, that's how I started actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I graduated. Well, so throughout my studies, I've been teaching. Like I've been teaching adults, kids. Like I'm a bit versatile in teaching age groups. So I don't really have an age group that if you give me, I cannot teach. Like I teach everybody.
Mm.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
Turkey?
literally.
Why going there? Why there? No, I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
Turkey.
England.
Yeah, for Turkey actually, I may say, during my high school days, I happened to live with someone that I will call a father. Like he took care of me from my high school. So he
Okay.
happened to study in Turkey, and he studied pharmacy in Turkey. And then all the time, the Turkish people come to they come to him. Or we're living with him, and they come to him for business.
Okay.
So he was having his pharmacy, he was having a school, and then was having a foundation. So he has a connection with the Turkish people. They come to him every month, like every year. They come to him, or they are all around him all the time. So that's how come we fell in love with the Turkish people, like the Turkish culture. And so each and every other of us over there wanted to go to Turkey, wanted to experience Turkey because they do every year they do send students from Ghana to Turkey to study. So that was
Ah,
how
okay.
everything happened. Yeah.
That's
And
interesting.
currently that person that I call currently that person that I call my father now he's the ambassador from Ghana to Turkey now, currently in Ankara.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
what
he's
which part of
the
Ghana are
ambassador.
you originally from?
Okay, so I'm from Kumasi. I'm from
Ah, nice
Kumasi.
one.
The,
And where in
from
Turkey are you
Kumasi.
located at the moment?
Okay, so
Which part I don't know Turkey
currently
very
I'm in
well.
I, currently I'm in Ankara, the
Oh,
capital.
Ankara.
In
Oh,
Ankara
nice
now.
one. Wow, cool. So you
Yeah,
teach
I'm in Ankara.
business,
Yeah, I'm in.
English, and what else do you teach?
Yeah, I teach business English. I teach business English, and then I teach ESL, language to like I teach students who speaks English as their second language. And then I
Mm,
may say most of the business English that I teach, they are a bit specific. Like, sometimes you go to a language school that you want to learn something, you want to learn English maybe for your business, and then sometimes they teach you a general English, but then I'll teach you something that goes hand in hand in what you do, so that you at least if you cannot talk in general, you can talk about your own business.
mm, mm.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
basically
is
that's
there
what I do. And uh-huh.
yeah? So, is there
Yeah,
a lot
is
of
there?
Ghanaians in? Yeah, are you there? Is there a lot of Ghanaians in Turkey at the moment, or not as much?
There are a lot, there are a lot of Ghanaians in Turkey. Every
No
year they come.
way.
Every
What?
Turkey, the hospitality in Turkey is top notch. Turkish people they are very good. They are very, very
Mm,
good. If I say they are not good, then I'm lying. Like, They are supportive. They are like the hospitality is top notch. So the thing is that when you come here to study, like during our school days, like they do help us a lot during our school days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I may say the hospitality here has made Turkey warm for people to come in, to study. So every year we have students that comes here to study. So we have Ghanaians who are studying medicine in Turkish. We have Ghanaians who are studying engineering, like different departments. And most of the times
Mm.
when we come here, uh, you have to learn the language for 1 year and then speak the language. And then sometimes you do some of your courses in the language too. So
Oh,
in as much
okay.
as yeah, in as much as we are learning, we are speaking English or we are learning English or we are also learning Turkish alongside because if you're going to live here, you have to know the language. You have to be able to communicate with them because you go to immigration, you go to the market, you do a lot of stuff that needs the language. And even as an
Mm.
English teacher, some of the places if you go, like you would have to mix up even English with like the Turkish to be able to teach some students. There are some particular
Yeah.
students you would have to chip in a bit, sometimes trying to say a word or a vocabulary for them to understand what you mean. So sometimes we do that. So
Mm.
if you don't know the language, sometimes it makes you bored and then you cannot buy anything, you cannot do anything. Because I remember the last time when we came, we could enter the bus, we want to get off the bus, and we cannot even tell the driver to stop because we,
Oh.
we didn't know we didn't know how to speak. So we took the time to go to class and then we happened to learn from one of our teacher called Yasmin. And she taught us from A1 to C1. And then we took exams from A1 to C1. So I have my C1 certificate in Turkish currently. And I started my school. So I studied English language and literature. And I love it so much. And then you made mention that why not England? For
Yeah.
I'm the type who like yeah, I'm the type who would like to explore.
Mm.
I would explore. If I get an opportunity, why not? There was one time that I got up an opportunity. I happened to meet some people from Hull City. I bumped into them in one hotel in Fethiye. It's a tourist destination in Turkey. So I was working at that hotel, and then I happened to be friends with them, like they're a couple. They are from Hull City. So
Mm.
the wife told me that she teaches the refugees that come to the UK to seek asylum. So I was interested in what she was doing actually. So I gave her my particulars, my documents to hand it over to maybe the agency. Maybe they might want to work with me, by then. And then she did that. So when she did that, they thought I was in the UK. That was the thinking. They thought I was in the UK. So not knowing that, before you get an agency, the agency would also have to, you know, give you the sponsorship letter and everything, for you to be able to come and everything. But for that agency, I don't know, maybe it was quite new or maybe they didn't have such thing there. So they didn't have a way of supporting, a teacher to come, like by giving you the letter of sponsorship or something like that. So I got the opportunity. We were going to have an interview, and then she noticed that I was not in the UK, and then she said I should try and come because for they cannot sponsor, for me to come, you know. So that's
Mm.
how everything ended. Because and then if you're going to travel to another country, you need a reason to take a visa, you know. And
Mm.
if you don't have a reason to take a visa, it's quite difficult for you to just go to another country. So I'm the type who would like to explore. So if I get an opportunity, why not? I'd like to
Yeah.
explore. You know.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
obviously right now you're a teacher. Are you thinking of developing a bit higher? I don't know, become part of SLT, that means senior leadership role, head teacher eventually one day, or you're happy as a teacher as you are?
Okay, so I would like to explore and I would like to upgrade myself all the time. I do online certificate class, lessons that will at least push me a bit higher. So when I happen to study my English language and literature, whilst I was studying, I happened to take my TESOL certificate from my Arizona State University online, and I took some public speaking certificate course from Harvard online. And
Mm.
so through that, I would yeah, I would like to upgrade myself. I would like to go forward, at least do my masters, and then uh, teach at the university level. Because in as much as I love teaching kids, teaching everybody, I also like to teach the university level. Because
Yeah.
even the university level, I teach them English too. But then I would like to teach as a lecturer, in a university. Like that's my aim actually, like to teach in a university as a lecturer. But then if I go on retirement, I would like to retire having my own language school then, so that I can educate people, I can teach people. Because I make English language seem to a lot of students that, I make it real. I don't make it just like in books that you're gonna learn something and that's all. No. So I'll make it pass through you, or like when it passes through you, and then you have a contact with the real world. When you go out, it makes you a different person. You see.
Interesting.
So
Mm.
in my classroom, I like to add a bit more of technology to it. Because when I was in Ghana, I may say most of the schools in Ghana, actually in the places that I was living, the technology system, like in terms of having a smart board, in a classroom, most of the places do not really have that, you see. So when I saw that thing here, because when I was doing my Arizona State distant licenses, distant certificate, I happened to use technology. There was a course that was like a subject that I took there, and it was about technology. So I had to like incorporate technology to my teaching so that I can go forward. So after that, I started adding technology. So without technology, like I can still teach, but it makes the lesson more fun, and then it makes the
Yeah.
students like understand it more better. So in as much as I would like to teach at a university one day, I would like to also build in the future, I would like to also have my own language school then, that will train people, towards language. I love language.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's cool. I love the passion you have obviously for the profession. I love that you have ambition to try other things. That's quite cool. Honestly, that's nice that you make it relevant and not just learn from books, but find innovative ways. That's very cool. I'm sure your students must enjoy your lessons.
Yeah.
Have you asked them?
Yeah. Like I can see from their face, though I've not asked them though, but I can see from their face. When a student likes your lessons, you notice from the smile, you notice from how they want you to come to their class all the time. Because they know when you come there, the lesson is super fun. So
Hmm.
let's say if I have let's say 2 hours with the students, if I have 2 hours with the class, most of the times the first period, I just have a lesson from the book, the traditional way, go by the book, try to, make them speak, so that we solve some questions. Then with the second lesson, I play a game based on what I taught you.
That's nice. I love that.
Yeah, that's how I do my teaching. So when I do that, it makes it so fun. And then once they are playing the game, they're learning.
That's cool. I love
Yeah.
it.
So once you're playing, you're learning. And then all the time when it's that way, they easily remember what you taught them. Because kids now would like to play in classrooms, and then if you are gonna incorporate technology stuffs or game stuffs that will make them learn, why not? So I try all of those things. I do add music to my class, movies to my class. Like I do a lot of research all the time when I go home about, like, let's say, resources that will help me do my class better, resources that will make me deliver better for them to, get it. So all the time I do that kind of research. So currently, I'm even working on a resource guide, for new interns, for new teachers, experienced educators who would like to incorporate some technology styles or some resources into their lesson. And I see it to be like something that will be needed for a lot of new teachers who are graduating from the university. Sometimes you go to have your internship and then you need resources to add to, let's say, the book that you're being given. When you go somewhere, they just give you the book. So after giving you the
Mm.
book, as a teacher, like, it's just like you've been given the kitchen. So as you've been given the kitchen, it is up to you to cook well in the classroom for to get it. So currently, I'm writing that guide is about 300 pages now that I would like to publish one day, so that
Hmm.
people would get that kind of book and then at least add it to their plans when they are going for internship, at least in Turkey. That's what I'm planning to also do. In as much as I know something, I would like to also share so that my colleagues and other people would also have that kind of resources to also add it to their lessons, basically.
Wow, I love the ambition. Amazing. So my last question for you, Junior, and by the way, thank you as well for your time coming, because I know as a teacher you're always busy. If you're not planning, you're
Yeah,
marking, you're doing loads of
yeah,
stuff. So
yeah.
what would your advice be for young people that one day want to become a teacher abroad, like not in their own country? What would be your advice to them?
Okay, so my advice to young people who would like to teach abroad or teach somewhere else is to have confidence in themselves and then try hard to go forward. Because in life, there are setbacks, there are failures in life and everything, but they shouldn't look up to those failures and then those setbacks. Because in my life, it's just like a testimony for me because I have suffered, in certain areas when I was growing up. Uh, so I would say that there are a lot of things that I face that I may say. Sometimes you write exams and then you don't get the required results that you want, but you still try. Okay, so they should have that kind of confidence in them, and then try to also apply online, link up with other teachers abroad, so that they could know what is going on. So whilst they're doing that, they're also planning that kind of requirement that will be needed at that place, like let's say those countries, because every country have what they are requiring. So whilst they are aiming at that kind of goal, they should be researching. They should be, talking to teachers abroad in order to know what is needed over there, and then they should have confidence. They should have hope because there's hope. But I never thought that I'll come to Turkey because I love the idea of coming to Turkey to study, but I never thought I would just get the chance to come because back home there are a lot of stuff that happened to me that I was thinking maybe my life has ended and that there wasn't any chance. But then it just came like a miracle. So I just thank God for that. And I would say they should have hope, confidence, and then they should think bigger. Yeah, it will happen.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Wow. Good advice. Thank you so much, Junior. And hopefully, I don't know when, but Turkey is one of the destinations I really want to go, especially for the
Yeah,
food and the weather.
yeah,
Listen,
the weather
you
is good.
never
The weather
know.
is good. A lot of people that I met from Liverpool, the UK that I met at the hotel, even they love the weather when they come here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Not
the,
like
the, the,
us. I
the,
mean, our weather is rubbish.
yeah, the weather, the weather over there is very cold. So, they say. So when they come, they sleep in the sun, and I'm surprised sometimes to ask like, why are you in the sun? But then that's why they're coming here, and then they love the weather. So I happen to meet a lot of good people from that hotel experience from the UK, from Leeds. I met a lot of people, over there that spoke to me, about the UK and everything. But then Turkey is like a great destination that you like to visit, and then I'll entreat you that when you come one day, I'll be happy to host you. Like why not? Because yeah, Turkey
Oh,
is a
you
good
don't
destination.
ask to ask me twice. You don't need to ask me twice. I'll start looking for the
Uh,
tickets. I want to go Turkey one day. I definitely will.
yeah,
I've got I know some Turkish people here. They own shops and they tell me so much about the country, and they're very friendly people as well.
yeah,
So yeah, I'll
Turkey
do
is
that. And Ankara,
yeah, Turkey,
lovely.
Turkey, yeah,
Expect
Ankara.
it
Turkey is
soon.
very good. It's very good. Like the people. Yeah, I'm expecting to see the people are very good. They're super nice. They're top notch. Yeah, so they will do whatever it entails to work with you. Because for me to be able to work in Ankara, I was even surprised when they said they wanted to offer me. They were like they were even giving me a place to live just to be in that town. I should just be in that town for free. Like they're just gonna pay it. You see, so they are lovely people, warm people. The hospitality is top notch. You know, like every country have good sides and bad sides, but the good side in Turkey has outweighed the bad side. So it's a lovely country. So I will entreat you to visit here, and then whenever you visit here, you can reach out to me and I'll be, willing to, host you. Yeah. And then
Thank
by the
you.
way, the yeah, on Instagram, the C,
Hmm.
Junior,
Hmm.
Junior starting with C. It looks a bit awkward. But the main reason why it starts that is that, in Turkish language, the C is pronounced J.
Ah, okay. So you
Yeah.
you changed
So,
it because the Turkish can call you Junior. So what does the J
yeah.
represent?
Okay, so the J, they pronounce it J. So let's say if they are to pronounce Japan, they will say
Mm.
Japon.
But with the
You see?
C,
So they say J. So with
okay,
the
makes
C
sense.
is J. So
J, okay.
so for them to be able to call me, Junior by the J sound, that is why I put the C there, so that they
Ah,
can get to know that okay, this is the sound there, Junior.
that
Yeah.
makes
So
perfect
that's
sense.
why I did it that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
But
you're
thank
right.
you so,
No
so
problem.
much, Junior. Thank you so, so much. And I hope all the best for you and see you soon. Who knows?
Thank you so much. Yes, so
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you so much for thank you so much for having me on your podcast. And then this is my first time though, but then I love it talking to you
Oh, I
on
think
this
more. If
podcast.
you
And
do
then
public speaking, I think there's gonna be more. And if you publish that book, you need to expect that because I love people get to know you. Trust me on this one. And I can't wait to see your success. I really can't wait. Have a
that'll be
lovely
good
day,
fun. Yeah.
Junior.
And
Thank
I'm so yeah, thank you so
thank
much.
you. It's a pleasure. Thank
Okay,
you.
have a lovely day too.
You too.